dead situation, he's going to make it alive, but then he tells it in the text how he's going to do it. Oh, I wish I had somebody heard me here today. He tells it, look at what he said. He says that first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to stretch forth my hand against the raft of my enemies. Anybody got any enemies? Anybody got any enemies? Watch this. And he says, and thou right hand shall what? Save me. I wish I had a witness. Let me see if I can help somebody. Notice when he says, thou shalt stretch forth, watch this, thine hand against the raft. Now, the word raft in this particular instance means nose or face. Y'all missed it. It means nose or face. And God says to somebody here today, don't give up because of your enemies, because the God that we serve, he will take his hand and put it right in your enemy's face. In other words, God says, what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell all of your enemies, talk to the hand, talk to the hand, talk to the hand. Am I talking to somebody here today? Watch this. Just in case you sitting next to somebody who don't like you, why don't you just look at them and say, talk to the hand? Because God says that he will tell your enemies, they're in their face, talk to the hand. Then watch this. After you tell them to talk to the hand, God said, then I'm going to save him. He said, then I'm going to pull you out of some stuff. Then I'm going to take care of you. Can I get a witness in it? But here's your part. You cannot quit. You got to hang in there. Oh, I wish I had somebody here heard me here today. Look at somebody and touch somebody and tell them, you got to hang in there. Come on, touch them and say, you got to hang in there. Are y'all with me here? Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. I know it's hard. I know it's rough. God says that you got to learn how to hang in there. Don't quit. Amen. Watch this. Last week, is this some good stuff? Okay. The other week, my son Kenny, who is 18 years old, amen, on his way to be 19, we still teaching him how to drive. Amen, amen. I'm taking the time out to teach my son how to drive. Last week, he scared me. You do know that it's hard out there for a preacher. Y'all don't know that? You know it's hard out there for a preacher. Are y'all still here? But anyway, watch this, man. We was driving not far from our house. Hey, man, and we was driving. And so Ken was driving. He's doing pretty good right now. I love the boy. He's doing pretty good. But he messed up a little bit. And I knew from my last driving experience, you're not supposed to be on the sidewalk. And so here we are on, it hit the sidewalk. The car had lost control. But I was sitting in there. I couldn't let my boy go out like that. Are you feeling me? I couldn't let my boy go out like that. So I grabbed the wheel, turned it back, and we began to go straight again. I looked at my son Ken. He was disgusted. He was about to quit. And I said, son, you don't have to quit, because when the thing got out of control, your father was right there. I'm talking to somebody here today. Your life is spinning out of control. You don't know how you're going to make it. It's tough for you. It's rough for you. But But don't quit, because when it's too rough for you, God will grab the wheel and say, hang in there, I got this thing. You got it. But watch this. Another thing about him driving, I couldn't grab the wheel until he let it go. I'm talking to somebody here. God want to do something in your life, but he can't do it until you let go of the wheel. Oh, brothers and sisters, God want to work something out in somebody's marriage, but it can't work until you let it go. God want to work something in somebody's job, but it can't work until you let it go. You got to let it go. Y'all sit down. Y'all sit down. Y'all. Can't give up, baby. You can't give up. I don't care how slow the business is right now. God's still working on it. I don't care what everybody else say about it. Don't give up. No, don't give up. Don't give up. Because you got God's protection. That's some good stuff. Second thing, you ought not give up because, watch this, because God has so much love for you. Y'all ain't feeling it. You ought not give up because, man, do you know how much love God has for you? Even when we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. Are y'all feeling me? Watch this. Let's look at it in the text. Verse number 8. No. Verse number 8. Look what God said. Look, y'all see? Look what he said. He said, the Lord will what? Perfect that which concerneth. God will perfect stuff because I'm his child that concerns me. Y'all feel that? Watch this. The word perfect means that it means complete. It means finish. Are y'all with me here today? And when he says concerned, the word concerned, it means things about. I wish I had a witness. And so what God is saying, no matter what you are dealing with in your life, you should not give up because God is able to complete it, those things that are concerning you. You see, the God that we serve, he's not just at the beginning, but he's also already at the ending. Am I talking to anybody else here today? But watch this. He tells us how he's going to do it. Watch this, the rest of the verse. He says, concerneth me thy mercy, O Lord. Thy mercy, O Lord. If I had one of those record players, I'd go, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Thy mercy, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Oh Lord. Are y'all still here? He says in the text, he says, your mercy. Watch this. The word mercy, it means love and kindness towards someone. Y'all miss it. So God says the reason why you ought not never ever even think about, don't even let it cross your mind about giving up, is because God is so bad, God can complete whatever you're going through with his love and kindness. That's how much love God has for you. Are y'all with me today? Oh, I hear some of you. Reverend, you don't understand. Reverend, I hear what you're saying. But Reverend, I started to give up. Matter of fact, I still might give up because every time I look around, somebody is setting me aside. Anybody ever felt set aside? In other words, somebody putting you away. Can I get a witness that tells you you just go on that side, just stay right there. Then others will say, not because I've been set aside, but watch this, because I've been set up. Set up, really what he's saying is, he said that you got to be careful, because what will happen is, if you're not careful, some people will set you up and make you think that everything that is wrong is your fault. They will make you think that everything that done happened at home is your fault. Everything that happened at the job is your fault. Everything happened at the church is your fault. Everything happened with the business is your fault. Everything happened with the family is your fault. Everything happened with the friends is your fault. But it ain't your fault. That's a setup. Are y'all still here? But then watch this. Not only will it set you aside, not only will it set you up, but if you're not careful, people try to set you down. Anybody else know every time you try to do good, evil is present? Every time you try to do the best you know how to do, somebody won't set you down. I'm about to help somebody in here today. You know what the problem is? You're listening to the wrong people that's doing the setting. Anybody know that you can't listen to people when people trying to set you aside, trying to set you up or set you down? You got to listen to the setting of God. Can I tell you some sets that God does? God has set you apart. That means that you are separated. But not only did God set you apart, God has set sail in your life. That means that you ought to be launching stuff. And not only did he set sail, but God also has set you free. Anybody know that God? That means every time somebody try to lock me up, I remember that God set me up. I don't listen to nobody else. Set me free means that he's released me, means that he has given me freedom. I'm not locked up. I'm not locked down. I am free. People will tell you that, watch this, things are not going to work out for you. That's a setup. When you're a child of God, that's just a setup. And that ought to give you more energy to keep on going. Don't quit. You got to hang in there. Don't quit. Why? Because quitters